Yo guys, Rated Tom here and welcome back to another video. Now as you can tell by the title, in this video I'm bringing you a career mode sort of update sort of thing for FIFA 22. This video includes all the patch notes that have been released today by EA to do with the career mode. I do want to give a quick warning about myself. I have COVID-19 at the moment, so if I start randomly coughing and I'm in a bit of a fit, that is why. A few of you do know that I do have it, but I just thought I'd let you know. As I felt a cough coming, that I'd warn you guys that there may be a few during the video. But other than that, we're here on career mode. So if you do want to go check this pitch notes out, you can either go to EA's Twitter, or there will be a link in the description which you can follow. And that will take you straight to the career mode patch notes. So obviously I've already opened up the link. Here we have it. I'll quickly just show you the length of the pitch notes. I mean, just look at this. Quite in depth. So that is a good thing, you could say. That means hopefully there's a lot of new features. But obviously, I'm just going to skim over them today in the video. If you do want to, check them out more thoroughly, more deeply, go ahead for yourselves and click the link in the description, which will take you to this exact website. Now, there is a table of contents. Obviously, the start is just an introduction, which we can skip past. I'll read them. There are two main subheadings, and then obviously you just got like I don't know what you'd call these ones, but they're just sort of inside of the subheadings, bullet points perhaps. But yeah, so we've got create your club, then we've got club identity, kit and crest, stadium customization, squad builder, board priorities, then we got the player career subheading, then we have coming on as a sub, manager rating, match objectives, player growth, leveling up and earning XP, skill trees, perks, dressing room atmosphere, transfer updates, expanded stories, dynamic tifos, and authenticity. So obviously everything that was listed there will have a bit of writing to do with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at the things that have been highlighted with the video, just to prove, not just to show, because that can be shown sort of thing. And then obviously I don't have to read as much into it, where I can just sort of show you with a video or whatever it is. So to begin with. Sorry, we have to create your club. So FIFA 20, you now have the availability to create your own team and manage your career, which is something I know a lot of you have been personally requesting over the years. So by the sound of that, you can make your own team, similar to pro clubs. Obviously, that's before, when I was looking at this before, I sort of recognised these badges. So that means, similar to pro clubs, you can make your own team, but then that means that you can submit that team into a league. So that means you could either probably, I'm guessing, start in the Prem, start in the Championship, start in La Liga, wherever you want to start, you should be able to start, I think, with creating a club, which is quite cool. And then obviously you got club identity, so that's just going to be speaking about, next you'll choose the league you want to play in. After you'll choose the team you want to replace. Number of teams participating in a league stays the same. Okay, so you could replace Liverpool or something like that in the Prem. That's pretty much what that means. Club kit and crest stadium customization, that's just going to be similar to whatever pro clubs is. We'll watch the video and hopefully we can see exactly what it means. But if we just look here, it's going to be like pro clubs. You make your home and away kit. That's about it. Make a badge as well. And you may be able to change the colours of the stand or colour of the seats in the stadium, which is similar to Ultimate Team in that regard. Yeah, we'll just watch the video. Yeah, that literally was it. So that was nothing really major going on there. But we're really excited to bring stadium customization into career mode. Now, for me, this is a bit annoying. For me, as a career mode player, when I play the game, what I think about is player career. Now, this is a good start they've made, that you can make your own team. I think that's good. But you don't want, personally, if I'm making career, I want to start from the bottom and work my way up. You shouldn't have some massive stadium. In my opinion, you should have a little, really tiny stadium, but then you could build the stadium up like you can on Football Manager, I'm pretty sure. Build it up to look like your Old Trafford, your Anfields, your Bernabeu sort of thing. But it seems here with the stadium customization, that is just the same thing from Ultimate Team. So you're just going to be able to have your trophies, your pitch designs, the colour of the halfway line, all that sort of thing, which is a bit crap in my opinion. Customization, when it says stadium customization, I don't think anyone cares what song's being played when you score a goal. I think what I propose is probably something that people would look for a bit more, but we'll have a look what you can do. Stands, yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, obviously it's a bit blurry, but it says stadium colour. Oh, you can't even see. My face is in the way. I'll move myself out of the way, so hopefully you can see that better. I'm not sure why the video's going all thingy. We'll have a look at that again. Put it full screen. Here we go. So you can click stands, and then it just fuzzy. Must be on EA's part, but you can change the colour of the stands, change the colour of the seat colour, change the pitch pattern. It really is exactly the same as what you have on Ultimate Team, pretty much, it seems, which is a bit of a shame, but hopefully within the next few years, that is what I propose, something they could add. Next, we have Squad Builder. Brand new team needs players. That's why my favourite part of career mode, Create Your Club, is the Squad Builder. Here you'll be able to populate your new team with a starting group of players. When generating these new players, you will have control over your squad stars rating and the average age of players. Before you commit to your new squad, you can play around with the various settings until you find a squad that you want to start your journey with. So, to me, that sounds just like when you make your own squad, you're just you can make a random squad, and then you can say if you want them old, if you want them young, if you want them from certain other things. So the nationality of the generated players in your squad is based on the nationality makeup of the players in the league of your choice. So, for example, let's assume 7% of the players in the England Premier League have French nationality. Each time a player is generated for your squad in the English Prem, there is a 7% chance that they could be French. This keeps squad feeling authentic no matter what league you choose to play in. That's quite cool, actually. So when you're making your own squad, there is an actual probability of having a French player, a Brazilian player, a Spanish player, an English player. So that, like they said, makes it quite authentic, which makes every team you make should be quite different, which is quite a bonus. So hopefully that sort of kills the repetitiveness of it, so hopefully makes it a bit unique when trying to, redo career modes. But once this video loads, we can have a look what this is. Here we go. Put it full screen. So I'm not sure what that overall rating thing is, and I'm not sure why the video goes all blurry halfway through, but it just seems if we go back to the start here, so you can make the squad age, transfer budget. So that is the budget I'm guessing you're willing to spend. Board expectations, youth. Okay. As you can see here, by changing the formation, the overall rating does go down. Okay, that's interesting. Wait. Oh, no, sorry, they're not changing formation. I thought that's why I went back to check. It's just a randomized team. Oh, right, okay. So okay. So that basically depends the difficulty you want to play on. So if you want to make the best team, start off with a really good team in the Prem, well then you put a 5-star. But then if you want to start with a really low rated team, you put 1-star. If it goes down to half-star, then a half-star. But if you look here, before it starts going fuzzy, these teams are changing. So obviously with the different ratings, you get a different team. Now that is pretty cool, I think. Yeah, you can also start your starting budget and either go from humble beginnings or create football's net space spenders. Well, there we go. That's exactly what I just described. So that is pretty cool, to be fair, from EA. I'll give them that. Ball priorities, I'm not sure that's something that I really care about. Obviously, hardcore career mode fans will. But again, you can go have a look at this yourself if you really do want to go read it. So now, we're done with the manager career. We're on to player career. It seems, as we can just go to the top, they've changed a lot in the player career section. So all of these are just to do with that. So if we go read some stuff here, we made significant changes and updates to player career in FIFA 22 in order to refresh the mode and make your player journey more memorable. Coming on as a sub, that was not possible before. You either didn't start, you were dropped, or you played, sort of thing. A new addition to FIFA 22 player career is the ability to come on into a match from the bench. Our aim was to deliver the experience of a young prospect climbing the ranks into the starting lineup. That makes it again more authentic and more unique. Obviously being able to come, off the bench makes it a better sort of game. It makes it more realistic. Obviously, if you're a young talent, you're probably not going to be starting, but you've got more of a chance coming on from the bench. Sorry. So this what this does. Improves. You'll be able to jump into the next match from the moment in which your manager decides to sub you, and this will be showcased in pre-match launcher where you can choose either to play the remainder of the match or sim past it. Now that's quite cool. So obviously this will probably just be a video of a pro player, so I say like your own player coming on. If it does decide to load, here we go. As you'd expect, just a player coming on, nothing big. Match objectives. Now that's quite cool that comes up for you. All right, that's an improvement. So obviously you can see what is expected of you when coming on. Manager rating, I don't think anyone really cares about manager rating. Match objectives, I'm guessing that is just what we've just seen. You know, you come on from the bench or you come on from the start, obviously you start the game, and it's just a quick match objective there. What's expected for you, from the manager. A nice little addition, I think, that'll, I guess, help you towards the goals that's been set. Again, just making it a bit more realistic, because I'm sure players in the real game are set objectives before the game on things to try and complete. Your playing position in the formation of a team doesn't include your preferred position, such as a camp. The manager will look at your qualities in other areas of the pitch to determine which player position will be best for you. Nice. Quality of a team compared to your opposition. While things start off easy in pre-season, you could receive objectives of a higher difficulty range based on the quality of your opposition if you're playing against a rival club. The formation your team is using compared to the one of the opposition. If you're a striker facing a strong defensive force in a 5-4-1 formation, you can have a harder time scoring compared to a 3-4-3 formation, and FIFA 22 acknowledges that. It seems the game's just become more adaptive. That's what I take from that. Now, player growth, created players. FIFA 22 player career features an overhauled player growth system that puts the development of your created players in your hands. It's all about earning experience points and leveling up your player as you progress through your career. What follows is specific to using a created player. Playing player career with a real player will continue to work as it did in previous iterations. Okay. So leveling up and earning XP, that can be read for yourself, but I'll just, skim over it. You'll get XP at the end of games, based on your match rating. You can also get additional XP for winning goals, scoring goals, making tackles, winning headers, whatever. Training, you can participate in 3 training sessions a week. The amount of XP you can earn from a training session, so you can get XP set from a training session. First time play bonus. So if you do the drills for a first time, you get an XP bonus. Playing bonus, each time you play the drill, you do get an XP bonus as well. Enhanced match objectives. Obviously, that is just what we said about the start of the match objectives. Not at the start, about a minute ago, the match objectives. So it looks like as the cutscene in the change room, because they did say they were going to be adding more cutscenes, it gives you match objectives. Or, sorry, this looks to be after the game, shall I say. Tells you if you've completed any of them or not. Quite interesting, just a bit more unique, I'd say. It just adds that bit of that other side to the game, that bit of realism that wasn't there, shall I say. Skill tree seems to be that every game has a skill tree now. We know pro clubs had a skill tree. Skill tree based on the player career skill tree on 2 pillars. We want to ensure that player growth is in your hands. Attribute increases. So this is going to be pretty much like pro clubs. So obviously you've got your pro sort of thing. And obviously I'm guessing with the XP you gain or by skill points you gain from just playing, you can upgrade certain stats and certain things, attributes about your player. So again, nothing really to explain. If you've played pro clubs, you'll know exactly what this is. But it's cool that's been implemented into career mode as well. I don't think it was there already. Perks, another exciting addition to player growth for creative players is a new perk system. Perks unlock as you level up and equip up 3 of them. Perks provide an additional performance boost on top of your attribute and trigger automatically when certain conditions are met. Okay, so we'll have a watch of this clip to see what they mean by the perks. It says, keep an eye out for the perk activation icon that will appear in the overhead player indicator and is the performance widget in the top right corner of the screen. When the perk icon appears, its effects are active. Right, let's rewatch that. Right, we'll have a look here. So it seems that this thing here is a perk, and that I think was let's have a look. Was that a lob shot or just a strength shot? Well, whatever that perk means is up there, and it's told him that it's available. So once he's done it, that means he's completed it, and the perk has been used. That's what I think that is. Some perks can even boost your teammates. So it's up to you if you decide if you want to invest everything in your own abilities, or bolster the team ahead of an important derby. Boost passing abilities, okay. Boost attacking abilities, boost defensive abilities. So here are all the perks. I'm guessing you can see this on the main menu. And I'm guessing you can pick different ones to have during the game. And obviously you unlock them by leveling up, as it said previously. So once this loads, we can have a better look at what the perks are. So we got boost defensive abilities for all teammates, defensive awareness, okay. But yeah, as you can see, you can have a look at these more in depth yourself, boys. But there are loads of different perks that obviously can be able to be unlocked, that are able to be unlocked by you leveling up, and you'll be able to use them in a game, which is quite exciting. And then it just goes over here, all the perks. But yeah, next we have dressing room atmosphere. So like I said a minute ago, the cutscenes, these have been added after the game, perhaps before the game as well. We've added at the end of the match in player career, so it's at the end of the match, a bit like the journey, it seems. So you can, it says they reflect your team's and your players' latest performance when celebrating trophy wins, so the dramatic loss in a derby. Yeah, so it basically, just like was in the journey, where you'd, after the game, you'd either celebrate or not. That's what that is. So it's quite interesting. Again, more realism. Transfer updates. We've refreshed the transfer negotiation cinematic sequence to provide a more vivid experience. Let's try to get the best deal possible out of negotiation. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, this needed doing. It was so boring every time you go into a transfer sequence thing. It would always just be the same thing, wouldn't it? So we've also had the ability to start or stop scouting a player from the transfer. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully now that there's a bit of a different sort of cinematic sequence, it'll make it transfers a bit more interesting. Because I'm not going to lie. Previously, I'd just skip all of it. I'd just hold square, do the, whatever I'd have to do with the money, whatever, and then I'd just skip over the rest of it. Really was just boring. Expanded stories. One of our goals for FIFA 22 is to better celebrate achievement and career milestones. So that is just the tab that you get like your news. So it's like Mbappe won Player of the Month. So it looks here like they're just adding more in-depth stories. So yeah, when a youth player from your squad has a standout debut season. Player career, when you as a player have a standout debut season, when you win the Manager of the Month award. Basically, if there's going to be a new tab for news, look, breaking news, world news, club news, transfer news, and international news. So basically looks like there are just a whole new tab for news, which again makes the game more real. Is it needed? Maybe, maybe not. That is down to you. Yeah, I don't really need to read that. Dynamic tifos. I personally think tifos are the most pointless thing added to the game. I don't think they make the game look realistic at all, and I don't think they should be in the game. That's just my opinion. Authenticity. Whether you want to be a manager or a player, we know you're passionate about authenticity, so we'll keep holding the bar high with the inclusion of the UEFA Europa League Conference League as well. There's other additions which will be announced at a later date. If that is the new Europa League, well, that really does make, that really does hold the bar high, because Tottenham are in that, and bloody hell, what that really is the upper echelon of competitions, that, if I may say so myself. And that's about it, really. I think a lot of these things that have been added are cool. You probably could say they're needed, especially this perk one. That's quite cool. Obviously, there is a lot of emphasis on realism, I'd say, throughout all of these editions. Like the match objectives. Obviously, you're not going to see a big match objective thing, but it's good to have, sort of thing. The coming on in a sub, that's good for player career. Squad, the stadium customization, I think, is pointless. I really don't understand the need for spiral bloody pitches, or the net's a weird colour, but obviously that is down to you. I would have preferred to see actual custom stadium built, but that doesn't seem that's going to be happening this year. But a lot of the additions are quite cool, and I am excited for career mode. So let me know in the comments. I know this was a long video, but let me know what you think. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like I said, smash a like. My hand's gone a weird colour because of the light. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, let me know in the comments, and let me know what else you'd like to be added and what features you did enjoy from the pitch notes. Also, like I said, links in the description, so go check out the pitch notes. But until next time, boys, I will see you then. Peace out.